Buddy, and happy Monday. I was getting ready to go to bed, but I said I'm gonna go live because I have not been live yet today. I've just been posting in my stories. What's up, Lalani? What's up? What's up? And today we're going to talk about right steps but the wrong sequence. This is a big one, and I had a big awareness when I went to the Cairo. I've been sharing my stories. I just got back from the event. I've learned that when I travel, I need to go to the Cairo like the next day. Like it's a non-negotiable. I know that my body's all out of whack. I need to get an adjustment. So I'm going to tell you a story real quick. Today we're talking about having the right steps but the wrong sequence. Let me ask you this. Have you guys ever invested in like a phenomenal program and you feel like you have like all the right steps in place, you have like all the right pieces, but you knew that there was something missing with putting the sequence together? Type like yes, or drop like a thumbs up, or like drop like a little fire bomb. I don't know if they're called fire bombs or like a fire flame, whatever they're called. Just drop something in there if you get what I'm talking about, because we're talking about the right steps but the wrong sequence. This is literally, I'm about to drop some diamonds on you guys, but it has to make sense. So I have two analogies that are going to just like completely make sense. So I go to the chiropractor today. I get an adjustment. I woke up late because I was just really freaking tired. I went to bed at like 2 a.m. and I needed sleep. There was time change. Every time I go to like a different time zone, I need like just the body needs a little time to readjust. These events are like all day. There's so much energy. It was so amazing. It was so productive and efficient, but it's still a lot of energy, right? It's still a lot of energy. Yeah, there was a firebomb. Boom, boom. So I go to the chiropractor today because I'm understanding when I travel, I've kind of like know my routine of getting back up and operating like most efficient as fast as possible. Because what I try to teach you guys and also what I practice is we don't have time to not have time to take care of ourselves. Because today when I'm trying to work and I sent out 2 emails this morning and I try to like do a few things and following up, my neck was bothering me so much that I knew I wasn't mentally sharp and my energy wasn't like this. And even though I'm tired, I'm still like sharp. I'm like really creative. I got a lot of ideas flowing. And when we're not taking care of ourselves, those energy fields are blocked. And one of our greatest assets are not only time, but also our energy. So our two greatest assets that we need to learn to value the most in our life is our time and our energy, and how it's invested. Okay, so how it's invested. So you go to the chiropractor. I didn't work out. I was tired. I had a small window to get there. Now, for my chiropractor, I drive 45 minutes to about an hour out to go see him. He's one of the best. He works with the pro athletes. He's the only person my body will trust to adjust like my neck and to pull the neck and go, all that fun stuff. And so I go and I got an adjustment. I got a good adjustment. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't have the most impactful and efficient adjustment because I had the steps in place, but it wasn't in the right sequence. I got my workout in. I went rollerblading today, but I needed more body work done this morning. And I was able to execute on some calls, some emails, and just kind of like get more situated for my day, which is supposed to be my day off, but it doesn't really happen as an entrepreneur. So took care of that. That was like around like a 3-4 hour like time block. And what I realized is we can have all the right steps in place, but if it's not in the right sequence, you're not going to have the most impactful and the most efficient outcome. And why do we invest in anything? We want to be fast-tracked. We want to be having the most success. We don't do things half-assing. We do it because we want to have an impactful outcome. So it's the same thing as like making a recipe, right? What I learned to do is when I make my protein shakes, have you guys ever made a shake or a smoothie? Let me ask you this. Have you ever made a shake or a smoothie? What's up, Annette? Aniko, Trade, Milton. Have you guys ever made like a smoothie and it tasted like water, right? And you're like, this isn't even worth it. This shit's nasty. And it was like all the right ingredients, or even like some type of a meal, and like all the ingredients in there, but there literally is a sequence. So when you're making a protein shake, so for those who don't know, my first job ever was at the gym to get a free membership at the gym. I was like 16 years old. And I just really, really wanted to get a gym membership. So I worked at the smoothie stand in the gym to get my free gym membership. So I work at the gym and I'm making these smoothies, and I realized there's a protocol. You don't just put all the ingredients in there and blend it. There's a sequence. You put the solids and then you match the solid with the liquid, and then you put like your berries and your fruits, and then you put the powder in there. Because if you put the powder on the bottom and the ice on the bottom, it's not going to blend efficiently. It's going to be super choppy. Or you make a shake or somebody makes you a shake and you're just like, man, I want like a frosty shake, like a McFlurry protein shake, and it comes out like freaking ice chunks. There's like a consistency issue there. So remember, they have all the right steps, but the wrong sequence. It's the same exact concept. Now, there is a protocol that when you put it there efficiently, so for example, my best sequence for the best outcome and the most efficient outcome is, of course, try to get good sleep, work out, warm up my muscles beforehand, then go get my adjustments. So I know that the muscles are loose. They're not super cold. They're not super tight when I'm getting my adjustment. So coming back to it, knowing the steps, but also putting it in the right sequence. This is a big lesson that can be applied to every single area of your life, whether it be even your training, your eating, your business, your relationships. You can have all the right steps, and then also knowing how to place it in the right sequence. The sequence matters and the steps matter. But what I see happen so many times is that people have all the steps and they don't have the right sequence. So things are not being put in place in the right order, and they're not having the most efficient or the most impactful end result. And so this Saturday, I want to invite you guys to this 3-hour workshop that I'm hosting. It's going to be so impactful. It's about building out a productivity schedule where we literally just block out everything. And we're creating actually 2 productivity schedules. The link is inside of my bio, but it's also www.tanyacoliver.com. Get it done. And it's going to be so amazing. You guys are getting $5,000 worth of information in only for $497. We're building you out and teaching you how to time audit, where we are giving you not only the right steps, but also the right sequence. We are doing it together. It is going to be live. I'm going to giving you then also access, for those of you who join now, access to 1 month of the Inner Circle, where you're getting coached by me every single week. And for those of you that complete what we do, we're going to hop on a one-on-one private call. This is what I'm only offering this week, because we're doing it Saturday and then that's it. I only run this one time a year. And then on Saturday, what we're going to do is when we finish it up, you guys have access to the team huddle for the month. So you get 4 coaching sessions, and then I'm adding an additional one-on-one with that to overlook your schedule and to answer any questions that you have to make sure that you're set up for success. This is literally a steal deal. Click the link in the bio. You're going to get it. It is absolutely amazing. But if you guys have any questions now, you can absolutely go ahead and answer them. I'm about to send out the email tonight and then get into my self-care night routine and get up super early, 4 a.m., and get straight back on track as fast as possible from my travels and getting to network and speak and all that other fun stuff. But I hope you guys have had a blessed up day. I'm very excited about Saturday, making sure all the sequences are in place. I just had like an hour-and-a-half meeting with my team today, and they're really excited to be able to give you guys so much value to make sure that you're super successful for the next 90 days. And another thing that we're doing is the productivity schedule that we created for you guys. We are turning it into a 90-day sprint, where you're also going to receive a 90-day accountability calendar to measure out your progress. You're going to receive a commitment contract where you're going to write out your targets for the next 90 days. And the schedule that you guys are building out with me on Saturday is going to be more for your future self, not just the version of you that's operating right now. And like I said, systems in place. You're going to learn the systems, you're going to learn the sequence, you're going to learn the steps, and you're going to learn that, make sure that it's in the right sequence. So I hope you have a blessed up night. Make sure that you respect your night routine. Don't try to get into no rebellious nighttime freedom thing. And I will see you guys later. Another thing in the course I want you to know is that there is freedom within structure. All right. So in order to be successful, you have to have structure, but you can also build out a structured program that you have freedom in. So those of you that are just joining now, make sure you go over or click the link in the bio to www.tanyacoliver.com/get-it-done. And this starts on Saturday. So share with your people. Make sure if you're hopping in that you follow, that you share this information, and do it with your inner circle. Invite your inner circle because you're going to have all the accountability. And we're about to go into a 90-day sprint starting on Saturday because it's time to stop dragging our feet, you guys, and to pick up the pace, but without compromising yourself, without compromising your family, without compromising the things that you love. All these things are being built into your productivity, time audited schedule. All right. Hope you have a blessed up night. I'm about to just send out this last email and then meditate, read, and call it a night. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.